Okay, you're good. Thank you.
Great, thanks. I'd like to call to order the May 2nd, 2022 Government Operations Meeting. My understanding, we have nobody in the queue for public comment, so we'll move right to the approval of the minutes from the April 4th, 2022 meeting. If I can have a motion.
I have a motion to approve the Government Operations Committee meeting of April 4th, 2022.
And you have a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay. Moving on to section 4, update on the town buildings with our facilities director, Phil. Hi, Phil.
Hello, Phil Sear, Facilities Director. Not too much to report on. The roll down window in between the kitchen and the multi-purpose room is installed. At Firehouse 3, met with the engineers today to go over the project for bidding preparation. Hoping to have it all ready for bidding sometimes in May, which we should. And then the police department women's locker area, moving of the sergeants to their new location will be done May 4th, Wednesday. And then we'll still have some short cubicle walls to take apart and strip from data and power. So anticipating the start of the wall and door and probably in the middle of May, so another week or so. And then that's what I have to report.
Okay. Any questions from anyone?
No.
Okay, great. That was quick. Update on the school buildings.
I've been told that for the Stevens School HVAC project, they hired I guess an HVAC engineer to design whatever they need to do associated with this HVAC project at Stevens School. I'm assuming they're going central and removing the window units. The Griswold Middle School roof replacement. Their opportunity to apply for the grant started May 1st, and I think they have 10 days. And their intention is to file it this week with the state so that they can get the project approved, so that they can get, I think, 42% reimbursement on the roof. So they're in the process of doing that. Hopefully it works out better than it does for our items number 7 have been. And lastly, the Griswold School science labs, I've been told they're going to start upgrading them in June. They're using funding in this year's CIP, I believe, and then I think they're going to do one next year, but we'll probably find out more details on that Thursday night when they come to the for their budget session. But apparently they're going to do something in June. And that's the update on school buildings at the moment.
On the GMS science labs, will that work be done before the next school year starts? Whatever they're going to do at this point.
I'm hoping it would. Usually they try to time it so that it's the last day of school. The contractors are in the next day with the understanding you got to complete it by probably September 1st.
Great. All right. Any questions? Okay. Moving on to item 6, update on the Elbridge Park grant.
All right, so we met recently 2 weeks ago with TLB Architecture and 2 Design. It was our second planning meeting, obviously still in the design phases. We did come up with some really interesting concepts for the future, one of them being a potential ADA accessible fitness trail that would encompass the quadrant of the park where the pool and the old skate park was, demolishing the skate park to turn it into expanded parking, adding in some potential pickleball courts, basketball, maybe another basketball court, a multi-sport court, and potentially Kevin's court, which is an adaptive basketball feature or court with many different sized hoops for wheelchair accessibility that we could tie into our Challenger field. Overall, the theme of the project's really been to kind of hit all of the different demographics in terms of age and ability. So we've got a lot of really good ideas cooking, and, I'm excited about where it's heading. And we're in the process of gathering some rough estimates right now. So, obviously the 400,000 that we have from the state is not going to cover all of these wish lists or some of these items, but might be able to take care of a couple. And, potentially just want to throw it out there. Looking at potential ARPA funding in the next funding cycle to help with some of these ideas. Just something to throw out on the table right now. And that's about it.
Great.
And
Any
then
questions?
Craig, one thing, they were gonna leave that baseball field, make that more like green space for
Yeah.
uses.
Good question, John. The idea would be to remove the existing backstop and fencing at Players Field, turn that into more functional green space, and that would kind of be included within that half-mile fitness trail loop within the park. So obviously I can't share a screen right now, and we're still in the conceptual planning phase, but there's some really good ideas cooking. There's definitely some more connectivity with that part of the park. It just makes that part of the park very functional, a lot more functional than its current status. So.
Any questions? I just had a couple, Craig. Are they going to do anything about, I know Players Field generally is a issue with flooding and rainage and drainage. Is anything going to have to be done as far as that goes?
We don't know that off the bat right now. If it is green space, we might not need to do as much with it. We might be able to raise it up in some areas, but that would be more, we would need some more research done by the engineers on that piece of it.
And on the side of the driveway there where the baseball and the softball field are now, any changes looking at over there?
No. As of right now, nothing over there would be in the mix for any of this funding. It's more so that quadrant of the park where the pool, the basketball court, the Challenger field or Miracle Field, Playscape, that whole area. It's really kind of making that whole space flow better.
Yep, gotcha. And what's kind of like the next steps and timing? More planning meetings in the short term, or?
Yeah, we've got another planning meeting next Tuesday, and then we'll look to move from there into more of start to nail down some costs, so that if we can get some truly specific numbers, that will help us in the event that we need to potentially eliminate pieces of it to fit within a certain funding window, I guess, or funding amount of money, I guess. Mm-hmm. But we'll definitely have some more concrete things done within the next week. We definitely have a central idea now, which works. So now it's kind of building off that idea.
Great. Okay, unless there's any other questions, we can move on to item number 7, other business.
Yep. No update for both of those.
Seems to be Every meeting the same. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. With that, we'll go to item 8, new business correspondence communications. Anything we've received since last
No.
meeting?
Nothing received.
And I'm guessing we have no bill payments 'cause I didn't see anything in the packet, so no bills.
No bills.
Great. Unless there's anything else, we could take a motion for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All right. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Okay,
you.
see ya. Have a good evening.
Take care.
See you later.
Thanks, everyone.